What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome back for episode number 19. Today, in this episode, we're going to be focusing on mass transit. I've been saying it for quite a while that we're going to do it, and today we actually are. And what I mean by mass transit is going to be buses as well as metros. So metros are going to cover the most of the high density area, and so will the buses as well. So you really have no reason to take a car to go anywhere. And then also on the other side of the city, we're gonna relook at the bus routes and possibly, I'm not sure, but possibly maybe even bring in a outside connection for the train route. So we are gonna focus on that. I'm gonna go ahead and think of a layout, and I will be back shortly. Alright guys, I am back. I've thought of a pretty good layout for the placement of the subway itself, and I'll go over that with you here in just one moment. Before we do that though, currently we're sitting at just $1,000 over $2 million in the bank. That is money we can spend right away. 27,000 incoming per week, which is not bad at all. 36,000 as far as population, and 277 residents moving in weekly. And we have a small demand for residential as well as commercial, but that is something that we're not going to be focusing on this episode. Let me show you what I've done as far as subway goes. I started right here in our high density area. So that is where I placed the very first subway stop. And the reason I did it there is because it's got a pretty convenient connection to the pathway network that we have built. The next one is going to be right here in this area. And this is mainly going to be used once we go ahead and develop the commercial area here a little bit more. For now, I doubt that a lot of people are going to use it. Next one is going to be here in the already developed commercial area. Coming along over here to the side, I've placed one right here. So if you're working in this area, you can go ahead and take the subway to work. The other one is located kind of hidden right here in this roundabout. Right there. So two subway stops or metro stops for our commercial, or I'm sorry, not commercial, but the office district. And then what I did is I placed one more right here in the middle of our newly developed high density area. So you really have no reason not to use the subway if you're traveling anywhere here in this this island itself. I haven't yet connected the other island to this one. I think we will in the future, but we may do it a different way. I'm thinking a train station might be a really nice addition to both sides, but we'll look into that later. So for now, let's go ahead and connect the metros themselves. Okay, that'll work. That'll work right there. For this one, I think we're gonna have to, yeah, so we'll have to go around the tunnel that we already have, so I'll just do this. Go curved. And do something like this. Go back to freeform. Curve it just a little bit and then give it a connection right there. I think that looks okay for now. Perfect. And now we have to connect this one to this one over here. So the map ends right here for now, or the tile itself. So let's do this right here. Then we're gonna freeform it and come around, let's say something like this, and like that. Perfect. That looks pretty good to me. Now, as far as placing the metros themselves, we're gonna make two lines, a clockwise and a counterclockwise. To make it easy, we'll go ahead and start right here in this area. So let's go clockwise first. Look at all those happy faces, that's awesome. Perfect. And now we're gonna make a another line going the other direction. Perfect. And let me tell you exactly why I did two routes, one clockwise and counterclockwise. If you've never used the Metro before, they usually have these routes set up this way. And the reason they have them done this way is, let's say you're at this stop right now, and you want to go right here. So if you only had one route, you would have to get on right here, go all the way around, and then get here. Whereas if you have the counterclockwise route going that way, you just hop on right here, the next stop is right there. So I have good faith that the Metro here is going to be used quite a lot. And you know what, to be a little bit more selfish, you see how here in Walnut Square, I've made it so that everybody has free public transport. I'm thinking about taking that away so we can earn more income. It's not that we need it. Oh, you know what? We'll leave it. We actually don't need it, and I think it's a really nice thing to provide for your citizens is free metro. If I ever wake up one day and I'm feeling just 100% evil, I'll go ahead and disable that right there. But for now, I think we should be just okay. I just really dislike abandoned buildings or those complaints really that they're putting up. Cool, sounds good. All right. Now that we have the metro established, let's take a look at our buses. Currently, what we have is not much. So we only have how many routes? We have 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Those are the only three colors that I see. One thing that I do want to do is go ahead and restore the route that we had before. I don't know if you remember. I personally can't remember what episode it was, but I know it was in one of them that we had a bus route from Barlow Square, which is the district that has the schools out policy, So as you can see, that one right there, that's the schools out policy. Essentially, the reason that I did that is so these guys would prioritize working in farms as opposed to going to school. And now that I'm here, it looks like we're having some water problems as well. Yep, we sure are. Let's come back over here. We'll add one more. Perfect. Now that that's taken care of, those are gonna go away. But if you remember a couple of episodes ago, I was mentioning that there was not enough workers here in this new developed oil area. A couple of you have mentioned that it could be because the people don't have a way to get to work. I don't think that was the case. I just think that that it was the area too new of an area really to be 100% satisfied, let's say, with the workers and everything. But for now, I mean, or now itself, that we have added more residents, of course, this looks perfect. There's no complaints aside from the water itself, which is gonna go away. Same thing over here in the farming area, 0 complaints, which is always good to see. But let's go ahead and do the buses. What I am going to do real quick is I will make a brief pause, work out a route that I want to put in, and I will be back and show you what it looks like. See you in a bit. Alright guys, I am back, and let's check it out. I actually did this off camera, only because it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do as far as bus routes go. So I've decided to make only one, or actually 2 clockwise and counterclockwise, but only one, let's say, a route, if you want to call it, for this area right here. And it's called the outer bus lane, or bus route, I'm sorry. So here we have, let's say for example that it starts right here. So clockwise, you're going this way. You can make a stop right here in the leisure district. You make another one right here, one here. Kind of just follow the outer road, going all the way around, and then through the center right here, coming all the way around right here, and then stopping back over here, and then also counterclockwise. Because we have the metro serving kind of as a inner line, I didn't make anything in the middle. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I believe that everybody's gonna prefer buses, or I'm sorry, not buses, but the metro over the buses. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. And then over here, I actually didn't make a route coming over to the farming and oil industry. The reason I didn't do that is because, let's say for example, if you're just coming into the farming area, I'd have to make a route that comes through here and then goes all the way back out, because you can only come into the farming area and leave the area for now. Remember, I do plan on making a cargo hub port with trains and everything over here. So that's going to be coming at a later date. Now, once we do that, then we can easily, yes, make maybe even a train line, or I don't think the metro will make much sense connecting it out here. But I mean, but you get what I mean, right? If you put a metro in the farming area, think about it. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm not gonna do it. Nope. Here, train on the other hand would make a lot more sense. But we'll see. We shall see. Buses do make the most sense, but I'd have to make a separate route coming through here, and then another route coming through here, and I think that just might add more traffic, more troubles than it would help. Because I believe for every route that you make, there's 5 buses per line if you have it at 100%. So that would add 20 additional vehicles to this area. We're just gonna leave it the way it is for now. Let's let this area fully develop, kind of like we did over in the Big Island here, before we actually start placing the metros and public transport, mass transport. Yep, but let's go ahead and resume the simulation. We'll see how the metro and the added buses improves the area. I know there's going to be a lot of upgrading going on. By the way, before I do that, I have decided to make this area here a low density, or not low density, but give it a high-rise ban. And that's just because I really like this look. I think that if this whole area was filled in with high-rises like this area right here, I don't think it would look nice. But if you look from here, you can see all of the taller buildings and the lower buildings here on the outskirts of the island itself. I really like that. I am gonna apply the high-rise policy to Walnut Square as well. If it turns out to be something that I don't want to do, very easy to revert. You just go and unclick it, and they'll grow to their full potential. That is so annoying when that happens right there. Ugh. And that was my mistake. I went too far. Oh, darn it. There. And high-rise ban. Let's give them high-tech housing, if that will make any difference. And also, let's go ahead and give these guys the subsidized youth. By spending money on young players, the team has increased odds to win. Applies to all stadiums. I'm not sure if this is gonna work for now because we don't have a stadium. But maybe they will start training beforehand. I do plan on 100% putting a stadium into this city. I don't really see anything else that we can add here. I mean, we could make it a schools out policy as well, just to make sure that everybody works, but we're not gonna do that. Yeah, we'll just we'll leave it the way it is. And here's one more thing that I want to add, and that is a university right here in this area too. Look at the effect once I place it. Look at the effect that it makes for this particular area right here. I will go ahead and add it, so no, we don't need it. But as far as convenience goes, like let's say you were living here in this area and you wanted to go to university, you'd have to come all the way out here. I may even go ahead and delete this subway stop because I don't think that we're ever going to use it. And my god, look at all these people here waiting for the bus. I bet you they wish they had a metro. And they might in the future, but for now we're keeping it no metro. I'll go ahead and put the game on 3-speed. Let's hop into the metro view and check it out. Let's see. Yep, look at this, guys. Oh my god. So many people using the metro. Look, everybody and their mothers going in there. Wow, crazy. I knew that would be a success, but I didn't know it would be that big of a success. Same thing here, look at this. Everybody. It's great to see that we've built something that people really enjoy using. Not so much here in the office area. I think they all might be wanting to go to the commercial district. Or actually, there's a bunch of people that just got off. Cool. Coming over here. Yeah, just a few folks. Imagine if you had a money pet and you fed it more money, and after digesting it. See, I thought that it would be the most popular right here. It is. Wow. Wow. Look at all these people going and spending their money. Holy cow, it's like non-stop. It's crazy. I like how the game only says that we have 82 people per week using it. The buses didn't move at all. Is there even? There is. There's a couple people waiting. Let's check out the, oh, well, there's a few people right there as well. Let's see, I think we put a stop. Yeah, there's a stop right here. There is a bunch of people waiting for the bus right there. Perfect, that's good, that's great to see. There's another one right here that's working as well. Power, we're having power issues again? What is going on now? Something on fire? No? Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am to hit 40,000 population to finally unlock the nuclear power plant so we can use it in our city. It's gonna solve all of our power issues. It's also gonna give us a lot more room. So like, let's say for example, if we remove both of these and all 3 of the oil power plants, we'll keep this one here in the farming area, but all of those are gonna go. Budget wise, I think we're gonna save some money as well, because if you take a look, oh, maybe not. This one costs 8,000 per week. Solar is 1,200 per week, and we have 3 of those. We are keeping 1, we know that. And the oil power plant, 2,000, let's say, per week. So we do have 3 of those. No, it is going to save us money. So we're going to get rid of both of these and all 3 of these. So we are going to save a little bit of cash, which is always good. For now, I guess the solution is either increase the power budget by going into the economy and under budget increasing the power, or just adding an additional power thing, which I think is what we're gonna do right here. Yep, perfect. All right. We do have some demand for commercial, so what I want to do is I want to fill in the outside area right here. But what I'd like to do is possibly make it just lower density commercial. And then we can add more high density right there and right there. Alright guys, sorry about that. By the way, I mentioned in my previous episode that I was gonna go looking for another headset. That didn't happen. I actually did a bunch of reviews, or online reviews, or read them and watched the videos, kind of like everybody does nowadays when they want to buy something. And turns out that the one that I have, one in my budget, is the best one that I can afford because it's 100% wireless. It's the Corsair RGB Pro, I believe is what it's called. I'll have to look up the name again. But it's for PC only. It's not for Xbox, so it's hooked up to my laptop here while I'm playing. But I guess that is the best one in my budget, and I didn't feel like spending more money, so dealing with it is the option right now, which I am not against using. Maybe when I start making the big YouTube bucks, right? Maybe I can maybe I can afford a better microphone. But for now, I think this one will do. Okay, that should be good enough. Come back over here to this area. We do have some demand for jobs. Let's see where else we can fill in. Actually, right here, instead of filling it in with buildings, what I thought about doing is placing some trees. You know, something like that. Do a couple of these guys. Maybe one right there. Cool. Very good. Off camera, what I think I'll do, or one of the episodes I might even do a time lapse, is the outer area here. So on the, like if you're looking at it here, the right side of the street, I'm gonna decorate really nicely, put in maybe a couple of more gravel pathways, a bunch of trees, just to make the area look nicer. Same thing right here, and all around, of course, wherever we have room to do something like that. But guys, I think we have accomplished everything we wanted to do in this episode. We've put in buses, we have also put in metros, which I think is a great success. I think we can check on it. Yeah, 443 people using it right now. Perfect. Not bad. Not bad at all. So once again, thank you for watching. Please go ahead and hit the like button if you liked the episode. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do so. It really helps out my channel, especially a smaller channel like mine, helping it grow. But thanks again, guys, and we'll see you on episode number 20. As always, have a good time.